Today we're going to paint an anemone. This guy.
Anemone.
So what I do is I start out with some super diluted gray or black. And when you use a really light black or gray, it gives the impression that it's white or ivory. And then I put down 5 petals. And then what I do is I drop in the hue that I want my flower to be or feel. I don't want to just leave it the plain color. And a lot of times if the color just sticks in the one area like it did here, kind of more towards the center, I will drop in some of that color throughout the petals. And the way this turned out, it looks almost like an outline, so I'm going to go through and also just kind of spread it out a little bit more rather than just outline petals. That's not my jam. And I've spread it out a little bit more. Sometimes you can even add some more water or paint and then lift it and make it go throughout. We're not going to do the whole bouquet of flowers together today. We're just going over the anemones. Or is it anemone? Is that plural? I don't know. So I did the 5 petals in the gray, dropping in my color. And before you want to add the center here, the black center of your flower, you're going to want to make sure everything is dry. You don't want that to bleed out into the flower. I mean, maybe you do, but I like it a little more like together, not bleeding out. So I used Payne's Gray on this to get the center. Now I'm going to do 3 different pen sizes. A small, like a really small, a medium, and a large. And the small I used a .0028. The medium I used a .05, and the large I used a 1.0. And what I'm going to do is start out just drawing the stamen, the lines, the eyelashes, the flower eyelashes. Again, no botanist here, so I'm not sure what they're called. But I start by doing different curved lines. You don't want a straight line here. I mean, every once in a while is fine, but nature doesn't really do straight lines too much, so try to avoid that if possible. One thing I've learned from several tutorials, and I've heard it from several different artists, is that the human brain likes to make a pattern. So when you're doing these lines, make sure they're curved, curve them away from each other. And, you know, if you find yourself doing the same straight line or the same pattern, just start going on another side of your flower, and that'll kind of break it up. After you do all the lines, then you're going to start in and you're going to start doing dots, polka dots all around. And I start with the thinnest pin first, and then I go in and randomly higher or lower around those lines. Just do polka dots. And then I go in with the next size and do the same type of thing. Then I take the largest pin and I don't do a ton. I do just a little to really give it some interest and some differences between all of them, implying that it's more organic than just some lady did a bunch of polka dots. And then if I'm feeling really sassy that day, I will get a white paint pen or, you know, a white gel pen, and I'll just go around the inside of the black center. It just breaks it up and gives it a little interest. And what I do is dots again, lots of dots, but then also do like little squiggles in there, so it kind of gives it some sort of organic feel to it. And there you have it, the anemone.